goodness me!
Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 250. It's kind of a big episode, but I said, you know what? Who cares? I'm not going to do anything for it. We've done that before, and it kind of doesn't turn into a good episode. You know what I mean?
It is for us. We have a great time.
Yes, we do.
Have
but
a fantastic time.
Yeah.
But for the listeners, not so much, especially if it's somebody that hasn't been watching.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't know all the references we have and the inside jokes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the last one we had, what was it? 100, I think? No, it must have been 200.
No, we did 200.
Yeah, it was 200. Technically, It's more than 250, but this is like there were some episodes that we did bonus episodes, and then we didn't like mark them as episodes and stuff. So like I think it's closer to 275, but
if you're keeping score at home, this is the official count.
Yeah. 250. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a long time. Going once a week for a long time, other than taking some time off during holidays and stuff like that. So we've talked a lot of what is the math? What does the math work out? Let's say 250 episodes at an hour a piece. So that's 250 hours. That's it. That seems like it should be longer than that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, let's do the math. Let's do the math.
250 times 1.
Oh my God, what a fucking idiot.
I think even we can do that math, but that's about as far as it goes. Anything beyond that our geography, we're out.
Dude, that is terrible. Oh my gosh.
Josh said when Jason started this podcast, he had a full head of hair.
What do you mean? I have a look at.
He's got a giant full head of hair.
Look at this. It's getting long. It's starting to get weird because now it's not gray like my beard, and I'll catch it in my. I was like, what is that? Oh, that's my hair. So, thank you guys so much for joining the show. Episode 250. Go to gigeconomyshow.com to check out everything podcast related. I want to thank our Patreon members, Samson, Bud, Omar, Delivery Cats, Frank, which I haven't heard from Frank in a hot second, Tom from Chicago, Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, and Jerry from Kentucky. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. You can get a 7-day free trial. Check it out. It is now in a awesome price at $7 for the top tier and $3 for the bottom tier. Please join that if you'd like to support the show. You get an extra podcast every week. Larry and I talking extra gig work and just some shenanigans. But check that out. The link is in the description. And then, Larry, we talk about the Telegram group. Tell people what that is and how amazing it is.
Yeah, so Telegram's an app, just a messaging app, and along with sending text messages, you can also do video or voice messages. When you're out driving, delivering food, or doing passengers, you're in between passengers, you want to communicate with some people. It's really nice to be able to do that voice message. It's how we kind of stay in touch, how we get to know each other really over the years. You can talk to gig workers all over the country. They know what you're going through. They know the struggles you have and the pain and agony you go through sometimes. So we share information about apps, any kind of new apps that are going on or what's hot right now. Just kind of shoot the breeze sometimes, talk about life.
Exactly. We had two new members last week during the show. We had Rick, and he came in and then talked to you that night, and then we haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, well, he's a busy man. He's out doing the gig work.
We had Chris join, another Chris. I had trouble tagging him because I didn't know which Chris it was.
Yeah, I had to look at his little icon picture to figure it out.
Yeah, so Chris hails from Los Angeles, found it on Apple Podcasts. I was grilling him on how he found it, because he said he searched Uber Eats in the Apple in the Apple Podcast app, and then I wanted to know if like ours was the first or he just I was just curious how people find it. So Josh says voice chat on Discord. No, I tried Discord. I don't know, it's too complicated for me. I'm too old. But speaking of tech, if you got TikTok, can you please follow us? We're almost to 500. We usually get 1 or 2 a day. So really trying to grow that and piss people off on that app too, especially Josh. That's my goal. So yeah, posting some controversial stuff. You need to go there and check it out.
That's right. Stirring the pot.
Yeah, stories from the road. I know I said I was going to do gig work, and I failed again. It was beautiful out, and honestly, this weekend it's supposed to be freaking gorgeous up here, like 75 and sunny.
Oh man, nice.
And I got some dirt being delivered and some sand for my pool, and Megan and I got Friday off from work. We're going to get flowers. So I don't know and we're going out Thursday night for a birthday and then Mother's Day. I'm not sure. I'm not going to commit to
it. Not looking good, is it?
It's not looking good. So yeah, I was going to go out, and honestly, I talked about it on TikTok, the Spark app. I was going to do Walmart Spark.
Yeah.
And then I noticed on Reddit that it was down. So I kind of monitored that a little bit, but it was like down all afternoon. Somebody said it was up, so I actually turned it online at like 6:15, and it was still like buggy and glitch. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm
not worth it.
Not worth it, because I thought maybe it would have been busy because the app had been down all afternoon.
Right, so they had a bunch of stuff queued up, ready to go. And they did, but like I would look at an order, I would go to try to accept it, and it would just spin. Yeah, that's not fun.
Like, no. So it looks like you did a little gig work.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if we'll be doing any this weekend either or not. We have our daughter graduates from University of Louisville on Saturday, so we'll be there with some of the fam celebrating her on Saturday, and of course Sunday, like I said, Mother's Day. So we'll see how it rolls. I'll probably do some maybe tomorrow night. It's finals week here, so the kids are finishing up finals.
Yeah.
I think people will be out on the town for sure. So yeah, I'll probably get some in tomorrow night at least.
Thirsty Thursday.
That's right.
The last one of the year.
The last one of the year for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of depressing.
Yeah, they have one of their graduation ceremonies. They have a big one on Thursday night, like everybody, and then on Friday they have their individual colleges have their own graduations.
Okay, very cool.
But anyway, yeah. So nothing really crazy happened, but I did have one ride this weekend on Saturday. And as a guy and a girl got in, the guy got up front. He's a pretty good sized boy. I mean, just tall, and he was like looked like a farm boy. And she got in the back. And at first I really thought they were, I was wondering if they were like pulling my leg, like trying to sound really country. But as I went on, they were not putting me off. And I am not making fun of them at all.
Oh, no.
It's just it's cool. But she got in. I was like, say, hey, how's your night going? Usual what I ask them, and she's like, well, Larry, not very good. If you want to know, really not that great. This girl was being mean to me. She was being mean to me, Larry. I was like, what's going on? Apparently, their friend was dating this girl, but they broke up. As this ride went along, I found out that he ended up breaking up with her. But anyway, she's like, Larry, you would not believe it. This girl was going around. She's like, she was giving her number to every boy in that bar. Every boy she ought not to be doing that. She's like, I don't care how much she's had to drink, because I had a lot to drink too, but she ought to know better than that. She ought not to be doing that. And then she's like, and then she comes over and starts talking to Dean. She points to the guy in the front seat. Then she comes over and starts talking to Dean. I'm like, oh, no, honey, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. And then she started talking mean to me.
That's amazing.
It was so cute, so funny.
Yeah.
And just really, really cool, really, really cool people.
Obviously, they weren't too hammered so that they could have a conversation.
No, they weren't. They didn't. I couldn't even really tell they'd been drinking.
Okay.
But she's like, she didn't have no excuse, because I've been drinking too. But you won't see me doing that. Not happening.
Sounds like a girl's got some morals.
Yes, indeed. Yes, he does.
That's great.
So yeah, that was fun. And it was pretty busy, pretty steady this weekend. Like I said, the Saturday before finals week on Saturday, it poured raining that morning. Poured raining. So I didn't go out. We actually went down and had breakfast with my mom and pop down in Franklin, but went out that afternoon because I always have 3 giant parties. One's called Margaritaville, and then the other 2 don't really have names, but they're all fraternity parties. So Margaritaville is the biggest one. And then this other one, this other fraternity has, for the last couple of years, they've been renting one of those big inflatable slides.
Can you get those for adults? Well, I mean, I know that
Well,
like
it's the same one that the kids have.
well, I was gonna say because I know if you go to like a bounce thing, a lot of those are for adults, but I didn't know you could like rent one for adults. Like,
yeah, they get it. I'm assuming they rent it from somewhere, but so they're out here, and like I said, it'd been raining, and so like all the parties are like summer themed. So I mean, literally, this happens every year. All the girls are in jean shorts and bikini tops.
I don't hate that.
No, I mean it's not bad. but you do have to worry because then you go to pick somebody up and they got like mud all over them and wet.
Yeah, they're all nasty.
Yeah. So yeah, I did have some girls get in and their bikini was kind of wet. I'm like, I'm going home until tonight. I'll be back out tonight, but I'm done for this afternoon.
Yeah,
go home and dry my back seat.
Especially and they'll just party. They don't care that it's raining. You know what I mean? Us, if we were going to a barbecue or something and it was raining, you'd be like, yeah, I'm not going. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but yeah, they just party on, and then the parties, the day parties are darties. That's what they call them. They go on till like 4, and everybody goes home and takes a nap and recuperates so they can party hard that night.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's not.
Yeah, every year it happens. Every year because these girls are like, oh yeah, we're going to this party. It's called Margaritaville. I'm like, hon, I've been doing this for 8 years. I know more about Margaritaville than you do.
Does it make you feel young when you're like you're not hanging out with them, but you're kind of interacting?
Yeah, and last year actually, like I was dropping these 2 girls off, and they tried to get me to go with them.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, yeah, that's not.
That's a recipe. I was
like, maybe next year. And she's like, okay, I'm going to message you on Instagram next year and invite you. I was like, okay, you do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, 2 after she got out of the car, she forgot.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, it does. It is kind of fun, their energy kind of contagious.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's something
helps keep you young.
Yeah, I mean, it'll try. Stuff will probably never get back, but it's still fun to see people enjoy their life and stuff like that. My the guy I work with at the school, we always look at like the real little kids, and they're running around.
Oh yeah,
they have so much energy, and they don't have a care in the world. They don't know about bills. They don't know about, anything. They're just make pretend, playing, swinging. I'm just like, damn, I miss that. You know what I mean? I don't remember it when I was there, but like, God, that would be a nice feeling.
It would have no worries and concerns, and you have an imagination and, like you said, the energy. You just watch them run around, and you're like, man, I'm tired just watching them run around.
Our highest grade we go is 4th grade at the school. Even 4th graders come busting out of that door and sprint to the football field.
Yes.
I'm like,
bro, just running the whole recess, just running.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, gig economy in the news. Misleading title because I posted a article that we already talked about because I'm a noob. So this is not exactly what we had originally talked about, but it doesn't matter. Town official allegedly shoots a lost DoorDash driver looking for directions. This is in a New York town. He's an official of the town, so I don't know what that means. Yeah. Like, doesn't say he's a mayor, but maybe he's, I don't know. It's weird.
That could mean a lot of things.
Yeah. So it was 24-year-old guy, did not die, thank God. Clearly the guy's not a good shot. Was attempting to deliver food to a house Friday night when he got lost in Chester, a town about 50 miles north of Manhattan. He approached several homes asking for directions. So that's a problem a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, don't you have a GPS on your phone?
The Gig Economy Podcast will be back after a quick break.
Should I be excited or afraid of AI? The answer is yes. It's both.
Things are going to look so different in the next couple of years. You will not be ready for the disruptions that are going to come.
I'm Jeff Nielsen, host of Digital Disruption, the go-to podcast for technology leaders.
Our generation's conflict, I think, is going to be emotional, not economic.
The companies that are going to win are the ones that have a couple of characteristics.
Stay ahead of the curve with Digital Disruption. Available now on your favorite podcast platform.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
I'm not victim blaming by any means, but I mean,
sometimes they're wrong.
But I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I'll get on my GPS and I'll zoom in and I guess maybe, but he approached several homes asking for directions. The suspect told the victim to get off his property, and then the suspect allegedly fired multiple shots at the driver while he was trying to leave in his car. He got shot in the back. It's like, dude, you're shooting him in the back?
Yeah, you told him to leave your property. He's trying to leave. What are you shooting for?
Yeah, exactly. And the crazy part is like he's in New York, and they have strict gun laws. It's not like you're in Tennessee or I don't know what yours is, Kentucky or Texas or Florida, stand your ground law and stuff like that. So dude's probably going to get charged for that.
Yeah. Well, as he should be.
Yeah, but y'all just be careful going up to people's houses. Like try to figure out where you're at. If you can't, call the customer. Like maybe he did all that. But I mean, people are crazy. And if you walk up to the wrong house, that's all
that's one of those things that's always in the back of my mind. I know when I get out.
Dude.
I mean, thank goodness I know Bowling Green pretty well, but there's new subdivisions and stuff, neighborhoods popping up all the time. And, you don't want to be, especially if it's late at night or, it's dark, you don't want to be creeping up on somebody's house because you never know what kind of state of mind somebody could have been, had a bad day or they've been drinking all night and not thinking straight. And some of these people will, just pop off at anything.
The rough part of it is if you're in a neighborhood that doesn't have mailboxes and it's at night, the GPS gets you close, but I'm creeping up on these people's houses at
you have to.
And even if it's quote unquote night, even for food later, it could be in the winter at 7:00. It's dark.
Yeah. Yes.
And you got to look at the address because you can't see it from the freaking road.
No, ain't no way.
And so I'm on high alert until I find my customer. I'm like looking in the windows, making sure like I'm good and stuff. I mean, just be smart about it. Some people just don't think about that. So hopefully a speedy recovery for him.
Yeah, hopefully nothing too serious there.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Larry's favorite words.
Yeah. So this is a picture that our a friend of the podcast, Faith, she sent in to us. She's works in Vegas, and she was doing, I think, a Amazon Flex delivery, and this car was in the driveway. So for the audio readers, you can get these little word stickers to put on your car. Well, this one's got a bunch, and it's on the driver's side of the door, kind of they all down beneath the driver's side rearview mirror. And so it says alcohol, Pornhub, KY jelly, anal lube, Trojan, and Kleenex, and that covers a lot of bases there.
I mean, so to me, I look at it, I'm like, is that the order of what happens? You drink alcohol, then you go to Pornhub, then you need KY, then you go to anal, and then I don't know why you would need the lube and the condoms, but then the Kleenex to clean it up. I mean, I'm trying to put this together, but
good luck.
Why would you put that on your car too? Like,
I don't know why you would put that on your car. Yeah, that's you see a lot of weird things on cars, but that's pretty strange to have on your car. I just don't know what the point is.
Yeah, I would like to talk to the driver and be like, why? I'm just curious.
I don't know if I want to meet the driver.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, at least if I
definitely not shaking his hand.
Oh, dude. No, too far. Just kidding. So yeah, we don't know what's going on with that guy.
No.
All right. Next up, this Amazon driver, steals a freaking monster. Like, I don't understand again why people do this, but we'll watch this real quick.
Yeah.
And
I'm addicted and I just can't get enough. 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 Honey.
Damn it! I forgot there was copyrighted music on there. Shit! As soon as I hit it, it's like, damn it!
Oh well. It happens.
So yeah, that's crazy that he just took a monster out of there. Like the cameras are everywhere.
Yeah, you know that there's. I mean, the dude had to see the camera.
He didn't look at it.
Job for a couple bucks.
Yeah, for a monster.
For a monster,
it just seems odd to me. And the crazy part is we see this all the time. It's not like it's a once.
Yeah,
in
you're
a
like,
blue
oh my
moon.
gosh, look what happened. It's like, yeah, this happens over and over and over and over.
Yeah, when I'm creating the show, I'll see a lot of them. A lot of them I
Yeah.
just pass over because I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
we did them all. That's all we would ever do.
Right. That would be the whole show. It would be us watching drivers either back into shit. And I don't know what it is about Amazon. I don't know if it's just it's a lower pay and they just sometimes get some winners.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not that we all haven't made mistakes, but like I've never
sure.
stole something off of someone's porch.
No, I have not done that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bubba Sue says most shopped for items. What was that?
The stickers on the car. That's the most shop for items.
Well, if that's the case, then he's probably a porn producer. Then I would guess.
Could be a story there. I don't know.
Like I said, don't shake his hand.
Definitely not.
So we had some news. It seems like these companies are moving and shaking and buying stuff up now. And this is another one. Uber. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, so Uber's buying an 85% stake in a Turkish food delivery platform. They're paying $700 million for 85% stake in it's a Turkish food delivery platform, Trendyol. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Trendyol Go. So it says Uber and Trendyol coming together is going to elevate the delivery sector in Turkey for consumers, couriers, restaurants, and retailers, especially small and family-owned businesses, says Uber CEO Dara, whatever his last name is.
I can't ever pronounce it. I never even try.
I don't either. So I say Dara. So yeah, this company was founded in 2010. It's run by a Turkish e-commerce platform, and it's majority owned by Chinese company Alibaba.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Most people have heard of that. The platform hosts roughly 90,000 restaurants and 19,000 delivery couriers across the country. In last year, 2024, they delivered more than 200 million orders and generated $2 billion in gross bookings, which is a 50% increase over the previous year. So that's a huge growth in just 1 year. But yeah, it's DoorDash, Uber, they're all going, it seems like, on these buying sprees right now, snatching up these other companies or merging with them.
Even Lyft. Lyft, they bought that taxi company or whatever.
Yep.
700 million seems like a steal.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Pete?
Peter.
Peter in the house.
I look at that word and in my head, the name of the company, even though it doesn't say it, I see Tylenol. I don't know.
Tylenol. I know
Tylenol.
It does. Your brain goes there because we've seen that for so long.
You ever see
you see the TY and then the OL on the end of it? Yeah, it just goes right to. I had to look at it a couple of times to make sure, like they're buying Tylenol. What?
Do you ever see those memes where they put words on there, but they're a little wrong, but you read them right, and like at the end, you're like, I read that thing correct, because your brain just switches it quickly because you've seen it so much.
Oh yeah, I've seen those where they are the ones where they leave out the letters. They just put a couple of letters, and you can still read it.
Even fast.
Completely fine. Yeah, it's amazing what your brain does.
Gary said he'd sell it for 700 million. I bet you would. I bet you'd sell out for $1 million. I bet you would.
I would.
Fuck yeah. I always love when people give other people crap about, like, you sell out. Like, so back in the day, like Green Day, when Green Day came around, which was like in the mid 90s or maybe a little bit early 90s, they were like punk grunge, and then they started going mainstream and they're like, sell out. I'm like, bitch, why do you think they're playing in their garage? Every band right now that's practicing tonight wants to go on stage and sell out arenas. Like, I don't care who's going to be like, oh no, thank you. I won't go to the Staples Center. That's just that would be too much. Fuck you.
Yeah. Gary's gonna sell us both for $1 million.
Really? Interesting.
That's what he says.
Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that sounds fun. What do you have planned there, Gary? Okay, moving on. Amazon. Shocker. They plan to spend about $4 billion on small town delivery expansion. So, they obviously, most people have the 2-day. Do you have a 2-day? Are you a Prime member? Do you get 2-day down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not, the 2 days kind of iffy sometimes now.
Okay.
But yeah, we are prime.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was just curious because not that you're rural, but you said that you do have like the warehouse is like in Lexington or something. Is pretty far away.
Yeah, that would be. I'd love to know exactly where the closest one was, because I do not know. I know the closest one I know is close to an hour away.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So they're gonna put together about 200 delivery stations, which they added one by us that's empty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's completely empty. They're not doing anything with it anymore. So their goal is obviously to get quicker delivery times to the rural area. I think it's kind of they want to step up like Walmart. What was that statistics? 90% of people in America are near a Walmart. I think they're
within
trying
10 miles. Yeah, within 10 miles of a Walmart.
Oh, yeah. So I think they're trying to, not to have obviously like Walmart grocery stores, but try to be able to get people their stuff.
Yeah.
Super quick. Yeah. One thing is interesting is UPS said this week they're going to cut 20,000 jobs because they are getting rid of Amazon. They're cutting their stuff. And honestly, people might think that's dumb. I think that's really smart on their part because they realize they're their biggest competitor. And at the time it worked, but now it's maybe you need to focus on your own stuff and let Amazon either sink or swim with all their other shit.
Yeah.
I personally think it's good. I hate that people are going to lose their job over it, but
sure.
Pete says, is 2-day even a thing anymore? Every time I order from Prime, I continue to wonder why I keep paying for it. See, that's crazy. My shit's next day almost all the time.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. See, like our son, when he lived in Nashville, like his stuff would be next day.
Yeah.
But here, it's, and there for a while, it seemed like for a couple months there, it got where, they would say 2 day. It ended up being 3 or 4 days. It's gotten a little better. It seems like here recently. Don't know why, but
it's probably all the sex toys that come from China. They take a little bit longer to put together for you.
Take a little while.
Is that a bad joke? Was that good? No, you didn't laugh. So must have been a bad joke. So yeah, I like, Amazon, $4 billion. That's a drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah.
But I think it's great for people that live out there. But again, I don't know why Pete's not getting his shit right away.
Yeah. I don't know. That's yeah. I mean, how far away he's not very far away from you.
No, he lives in the city. So, yeah. He lives probably closer, not closer to warehouse, but he's very dense population. So there should be Amazon trucks crawling all over the place.
You'd think so. Yeah.
So, all right, next up, I have no idea. I forgot the video.
Yeah, so this is a
super awkward
Amazon Flex delivery, and it's just bad timing. That's all you chalk it up to. Bad timing. No ill intent from anyone here. Just bad timing.
Sorry, man. My bad, dude. Crazy timing. Sorry, man. That's crazy timing.
Yeah, so for the audio listeners, this is one of those promposals. There's a high school kid at the door. He's got some flowers in his hand. He's got a shark head on, and he's got a sign that says this. What did it say? The shark won't bite.
Yeah, something at
like
prom
that.
or something like that. Yeah.
And he's here at the door, ready for his big moment, man. All of a sudden, this Amazon Flex dude pops up, man. He's like, "Sorry, I got to deliver this." Pops it on the porch.
I love that he did that, man. Hey,
yeah,
you got to get shit delivered.
No, I don't hate it at all. I think it's funny, and it kind of made it more memorable moment, I think.
Yeah, honestly, if I saw that, I probably maybe would have just skipped that one for the temporary. Unless I had. I had my next stop was 10 miles down the road. I may have just gone to the next one.
Area. Yeah. You got to get it done.
The funny part of that video, and if you're listening to this audio podcast, we live stream this every Wednesday, so please join us. The funny thing about that video, the mom was like laughing, but then the door shuts. She grabs the package, and I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe she went and got.
Surely, yeah. I'm sure she probably went and got her daughter.
Something like that. But yeah, I thought that was super funny that she shut the door.
Yeah. The high school kid was like, oh man, this is crazy timing.
Yes.
The guy was all business. He was like, boom, putting it down. And
took a picture.
He didn't have time for small talk. He was getting his thing done,
Yeah, he's got to get his route done. So
that's right.
Good for both of them. Good for both of them. Creativity.
I think everybody handled it well.
Yeah, creativity for the prom and for the driver. So, no Waymo tonight. If you're listening to this podcast, send us any crazy way. It doesn't even have to be super crazy. Last week, I think it was. The door wasn't shut all the way. We're just looking to highlight how stupid these cars are, and our end goal is to keep them off the road as long as we can, right? So that
Did you see the article? It's not really gig work, but there's a company now that is running truck 18-wheelers from Dallas to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
No drivers, no safety driver. No, nothing. Completely autonomous 18-wheelers
until they get off the highway and then somebody jumps in to finish the delivery. Or
I don't think it said if they anything about having somebody last mile or anything.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, because I can't imagine it's backing up to the dock.
Why not?
I mean, I guess
probably do it better than a lot of people could.
Maybe. Probably, but yeah, I didn't read it, but I did see the headline on that.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks for them too, for those drivers, because but it makes sense if you're driving cross country on just a straight highway. Like, why do we have to put a human in here? Like,
and I mean, you always read about where it has such a shortage of truck drivers.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a shortage of everything. I think our big push to send all these damn kids to college has fucked us.
For sure.
We need plumbers. We need electricians. We need.
We push so many kids to college that have no business being in college, and now we're hurting. We need, like I said, we need tradespeople, and that's why tradespeople make really good livings.
Yeah, the builders around here are desperate for just framers.
Yeah,
we'll teach you how to frame, and it's just it's A, no one wants to do it, and B, these kids have degrees, and they're like, well, I can't do that, but I'm like. I'm telling you, if you're in it for the money, fuck your college degree and go pick up a hammer. You know what I mean? I wish I was skilled in that shit. Like, looking back at my life, not that I'm that old, and not that I couldn't do it, but I'm not going to be freaking framing houses. I don't have.
Yeah, no.
That's young person shit.
But it would be nice to know some of that stuff.
Yeah, I would love. I'm so mechanically, I know YouTube has helped, but. Oh my God, I wish I was able to grab a hammer. I mean, I did build my own fence. It's not the best, but I mean, it's not horrible either. I was pretty proud of that. I got to finish it up. I built most of it last year. I actually built it off my chain link posts.
Okay.
So instead of digging new posts, I added a 2x6 with some, people do this because it's already there. The only problem is you can't use the pre-built. I keep looking over there because I'm out looking out the window. You can't.
It's like it's your fence running through your.
The pre-builts come 8-foot sections, and the fence is 10-foot poles, so you can't use the pre-built. So I've built, the frame, the runners, and put each piece on individually. So, I kind of love doing that. I even told Megan last year when I was building, I was like, maybe I'll find a fence contractor to work for the summer just because I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But then I don't want a boss.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
And I don't want to work every day.
I've thought about, we can take classes at the, where I work at the community and technical college. I've thought about, just sometime, maybe I'll just take a introductory welding class, something just totally that I've never been involved in. Because classes I've taken now, it's some of it's new, a lot of it's stuff I've been doing for a couple of decades.
Right. Yeah.
But just to do something completely, take an electricity class or a pneumatics, something just way outside of anything I've done before.
Well, welding wouldn't work for me because I'll never weld. I want to take, actually, you know what I really want to do? I want to do a little bit of graphic design. I want to take some classes on like that because I'm so dumb right now. I'm making some T-shirts, and the place I send it to, I go to send it to them, and they're like, oh, that it's a low res picture, and I'm like emailing the gal. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because when I make it in Canva, it's high res, but what's happening is I'm putting it on it, and I'm making it bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, well, you got to export it in the bigger side. And I was like, you know what? I wish I could just take an online class to kind of learn some of this stuff.
Yeah. There's also Coursera or places like there's a lot of online stuff that's available out there.
Yeah. Pete says, I loved it so much he didn't finish it. Well, it was a lot of work, let me tell you. And there were some hot days, and it ended up towards the end of the summer, and it got cold. And I mean, literally I have 32 feet to finish, but it was on an angle, and there was a lot more work to do it. So it wasn't just a straight across. Like the back was easy because it's just straight shot. Like there's no like leveling, and like I'm going to be building the last bit of it up a hill. So there's a lot of like thinking I have to do to make it look good. You know what I mean?
You know what it sounds like to me?
What?
It sounds like Pete is volunteering to come help you finish this.
Oh no, I didn't know if you knew this, and I appreciate you bringing that up, but Pete doesn't go outside in the summer.
He comes to our picnic.
Yeah, but
one day.
But he's like running from his house into the car, speeding over there, putting like 100 SPF on so he doesn't get any sun for his honky ass. And let's see what he comments. He probably wants to I'm going to beat you. All right, moving on. I want to talk about Gary's apps today. Gary Middleton, who's in the chat, you can message him and bug him about anything, but his apps are incredible. He's waiting to, if you're listening to this, if you're DoorDash or any of those companies, he's looking to sell out. So where's my fucking thing for it?
Yeah.
There it is. Maximo, Flexalert, and Driver Utility Helper. Both those, or all three of those, will help you make more money and keep you safer on the road, specifically Maximo and Driver Utility Helper. Currently not using these apps right now, but I have used them in the past. I'm not going to pay for them. Gary makes me pay for them, so I'm not, geez. You would think he'd give it to me for free, but he tells me to eat a dick. So I'm not really doing any of that stuff. Like DoorDash, I'm only doing one just to get my dovetail. But yeah, check his apps out. The link is in the description. They all cost a little bit of money, but I mean, dude, the amount of customizing you can do you can dial it so specific that it would blow your mind. So if you really love doing that stuff, fuck man, download his apps and check it out. So.
Yep, and he will sell for $1 million.
$1 million, yeah. I mean, I don't know if the big companies would want to buy it, because what would they use it for? Like, they already can create their own filters. This is a complete anti-gig work, like fuck the establishment kind of. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, we're gonna make sure we get what we want, and we don't want to deal with your shitty app. We're gonna do this.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know if any of those companies would want to buy them. Maybe a bigger company to make, like maybe Maestro would buy them and use this technology or something.
Could be, yeah.
All right, moving on. This came in actually in my email. We just talked about how we never get emails, but what's coming for new extra comfort requirements? So new extra comfort. Like, I've been so out of it. I didn't know it was called extra comfort, but
yeah.
And I thought these were all part of the deal anyways with comfort, but you have to have a driver rating of 4.95 or higher, no more than one service flag in the last 100 rides, no more than one cleanliness, that's a hard word to say, flag in the last 100 rides, and no more than one safety flag in the last 20 rides. So when they're saying flag, does that mean like someone reports that it's not dirty?
Well, yeah, like on Lyft, when you get your weekly pay report, it'll have there. It'll say, no flags.
Okay.
No service flags, no anything like that. So yeah, I guess if somebody put something in there that your car was dirty, or you were speeding, that'd be a safety flag or something like that.
I was more clarifying if it actually becomes a report, because if I'm a passenger and I click, I don't know, like it wasn't clean, are they getting a report? Like, how am I trying to explain it? Am I just circling the drain here? I'm like, Because Lyft doesn't have those things where maybe they do, or Uber, where you can click cleanliness. I'd just be curious what is considered a report or a flag. Like, are they the same thing? Are they? And I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a flag would just be the ones that they do at the end of the ride. I think a report would be if they, clicked on, to contact customer support and filled out a more maybe
more detailed, other than just like that's what I mean when you're just kind of like, clicking it there. But
what's up, Steve?
I don't see his comment. Oh, so I got to page down a little bit. I was like, I saw a new comment, and then I was like, where'd it go? So all right, well, that's interesting. Again, I thought these were already standard. Like having the rating and not being a cock with your car, I guess, so you don't get any of these flags.
Right.
But I guess not. So, speaking of stealing packages, Larry, a family believes I don't have a video for this. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah. So this happened in Chicago, and the Chicago couple, they used Uber. In some places, Uber, you can do delivery package pickup through Uber. Okay. And you pay a flat $5 fee, and someone will come pick up your packages and take them to like the UPS store.
Okay.
So this couple was shipping out. It turns out they were shipping out $1,000 worth of kind of expensive handbags to some of their customers. I guess that's their business. So the courier came to pick it up, and the wife noticed, on the app as he was leaving, after he left their house, after he came and picked up the package, he was driving in the opposite direction of the UPS store that he was supposed to be going to. So she messaged the driver, and the driver immediately canceled the job.
Okay.
And so, they got in contact with Uber. They finally were able to get someone on the phone, and who told them that the driver denied ever picking up the package, even though the customers, they said Uber's failed to take action, even though they've given them proof in the form of screenshots and even video of the driver loading the packages into his car. So, they show on the news page, they show the video of him loading the stuff into his car.
Well, Traveler and Rideshare, or Steve, we're not talking about Uber Connect. This is a service specifically that it's not Uber Connect. It's not what you're thinking of, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a $5. I don't think we have.
No, it's through UPS and Uber. There's a relationship there. It's not like Uber Connect.
So you pay a flat $5 fee for, I think, up to 3 or 4 packages, something like that, and the person will come pick up your packages, take them to the UPS store, and get them shipped out.
Yeah, so it's something different. But I do agree. You guys all heard my story in my last one that it's probably drugs. What's weird, when I did that pickup, there were no pictures involved. Like, usually, like, you take a picture of, like, I don't know, the customer must maybe put the package down, but he handed it to me, and then when I dropped it off, that guy took it from me. The app never prompted me to take a picture or anything, and I'm like, this is weird. I'm actually a little uncomfortable with this, and I don't know why. Just not having any documentation. The only thing we have is GPS pins where, like, I was here and then I was there. So, yeah. I mean, of course we're not bonded. This is the wild, wild west, and we're not bonded at all. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that can happen. I mean, I don't understand if you're going to drive for Uber and you steal shit. Like, okay, like, what the fuck was in there? I mean, maybe he knew there were handbags. Maybe he opened it up and was like, holy shit, like, and searched shit on eBay or something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why you steal stuff and then you lose your job. People are just stupid.
Yeah. So just doing a quick search, it's in this news stories I saw, they just call it Uber return a package, is what they call it. But it is different than Uber Connect. Uber Connect's like Uber will come pick up a package and deliver it to another person.
It's person to person.
Right, person to person. This is from you to be shipped out somewhere. So they take it to the UPS store and get it shipped out.
I mean,
it's $5,
especially if it's just $5. Because I know when I did mine, they paid way more than $5 because I ended up making like 18 on it or something.
Yeah. I've delivered a few items over the years, but they were always just a regular Uber ride.
Yeah, I've never done that. That's crazy. The amount of
Really?
rides I've taken. I mean, maybe it was just due to the fact that I was driving during bar time. Normally, people aren't gonna.
I've taken car parts a couple of times.
Right. Shout out to Joey from TikTok. Thanks for staying around and watching. Appreciate that. We're trying to grow the TikTok page. So
yeah, thanks, Joey.
Let me know if you're a gig worker and where you work at. If you are, Steve says, I think it's just Connect. It may have a new name, but Connect delivered to you. I mean, maybe, but the flat fee makes me think that it's something else. They may just like, it may be like Connect, but yeah, I guess, I don't know. I know they would pay a lot more. So, all right, moving on. I was excited for this story. It's called Fizz. You guys got to check it out. Instacart launches Fizz, a new app for ordering drinks, snacks, and parties. I was pretty excited to see this. So this is through Instacart. It's Instacart's app. So as a customer, you don't use Instacart. You use this app called Fizz. But I believe it's pushed out to Instacart shoppers just like a regular shop. So this is based, they're really trying to attack not attack, but service the Zennials and the millennial or Gen Z. It's not Zennials. Yeah. I don't know why I said that.
It's made up a word, man. Look at you.
Hey, we do that.
Verbal trademark.
Yeah. And I really appreciate them doing that. And just because instead of like trying to jam the stuff that we use down their throat, but this is basically for snacks and booze and soda and stuff like that. Think of it like GoPuff a little bit. But I think the Instacart driver is going to the store. They're just not. They're not buying, other stuff. So, so it's a $5 flat fee, and there's no membership or whatever. So. The cool part of it is where they're trying to target the Gen Z and millennials is there's a social link. So if I place the order, I give that link to Larry and Steve, not Steve, he's kind of a dick, but Traveler and Josh and Bubba Sue. You don't have to download the app, and you can buy what you want, and you pay for it. So it's gone where everyone brings a bunch of shit, and then they have to Venmo it. It's kind of like, well, I want this Coors Light and this pack of Doritos. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to pay for it, and then that's it. Like you don't even have to download the app or anything. So I thought that was pretty cool. And a $5 fee, and there's no other fees. There's no membership, nothing. It's just $5. And then obviously, tip your driver. Don't be a dick with that.
Yeah. But it is a cool concept because, you could throw a party, like you'd have, say you're having, 15, 20 people over, you can send out, you send out the link, like you said, and you might have people who are allergic to certain things.
Gluten-free.
You might have people who are, need gluten-free stuff.
Yeah.
Or you might have somebody who's doing a special diet, or, there's one person there, they just really like a certain kind of food nobody else likes for some reason. So everybody can kind of order their own stuff and pay for their own stuff, but it all comes in one delivery. But everybody, pays for their own stuff instead of one person having to buy it all. And then you're like, okay, you owe this much and you owe this much.
Yeah. It's kind of
makes
annoying.
It so convenient to do. Cause just even when we were in Dallas at the podcast conference, we would split the Uber rides and you can do it right in the app. Most people don't know that. Cause I get college kids all the time. I have, 4 college kids back there, and they're all trying to figure out, okay, now you like, $1.75 for this ride, and they're all trying to figure it out.
I know.
Like you can do it in the app, and it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, Josh said it's a cool idea. The concept's really good. Yeah, and what they talked about is like when we grew up and our parents and even us, when you hosted a party, you provided everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's different now. Kids, they just don't do that anymore. They bring their own stuff, and I just think it's cool. Now, it is a little pricier on there. I was just searching through it. I downloaded it for my phone. It's in Michigan, so you can use it. And it's a little pricier, but not horrible. Like not horrible at all. They said that they really tried to focus after Uber shut down Drizzly, even though Drizzly was just alcohol. This is, alcohol and snacks. I just like the social aspect. It's not social. It's just, they call it social.
It's a collaborative, and like I said, you can, BYOB bring. And I mean, a perfect example of this, when we were at our son's, in Richmond, Virginia, a few weekends ago for the wedding, they got married on a Saturday night. On Sunday morning, they had invited anybody who wanted to come. They live right across from this really nice museum, and the museum has a bunch of green space, really nice kind of park, grassy area where a lot of people go out and picnic. And like, everybody, we're meeting there at 11. Anybody wants to come hang out with us, for a little bit. Everybody bring your own breakfast, bring your own food. And everybody brought their own food. So you had people with all, one person had, a container with a dozen donuts. And then you have other people with, granola and fruit bowls and all sorts of different stuff. So everybody, made it nice. They didn't have to worry about providing stuff.
Yeah, but bro, this is not BYOB. It's not. That's the whole point of it.
You don't have to bring.
You don't have to bring anything.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's the cool part.
This is one step ahead of that. Even.
Yeah, you're just click. Cool. When I get there, my fucking natty light and my are going to be there, and I don't even have to go pick it up. Like,
that was just more of an example to show you how you're talking about everybody. They don't have one person providing. Everybody's doing their own thing.
Yeah, it's available in Kentucky, Tennessee. We could do it when we're down there just to try it out. Be kind of fun.
There we go. Yeah. I keep seeing on Reddit. I was looking for a Waymo story.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people posting pictures of Waymo cars in Nashville. So they're down there. I think there's, as far as I know, they're still doing the, driving around testing, but I'm not sure, because one person said they pulled up beside it and they didn't see anybody in there. So we'll have to see if it's available when we're in Las Vegas.
So yeah, it's you create an event, people RSVP to it, you join the group order, you add what you want to the cart, you check out only the items you pay for, and then you can see what other people. It's like a whole social media event just for the food, and then that's it. Then you're done. So
pretty cool.
They already got the shoppers out there.
Because you say it goes through Instacart, so they already got that network out there.
Which kind of bummed me out, because I immediately searched for Fizz driver app, because I thought maybe it would be. We just talked about the show last week. I want a new app. I want to do something new.
Something new.
And then I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing Instacart.
Yeah.
Unless I can toggle in Instacart, let me just do Fizz orders.
Gary can create an app for that.
Yeah, he probably could. I haven't been on Instacart in so long. I think it was last summer. Like, when it got slow, I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll turn Instacart on.
Yeah, I signed up for Instacart and shipped at the same time. And a week later is when the world shut down for COVID.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. Everything's going to be because everything was going to be, so much stuff was out of stock.
Yeah, you would have made so much money, though.
I know.
People would understand, that it was out of stock. I get it, but
I hate shopping.
I don't mind it. I mean,
I hate it.
I like Walmart. I got to give it to them. And I talk shit about Walmart Spark this week, and their app crashes all the time. But when it runs, I can haul ass. I know all I got to do is look up. Okay, that aisle, it's so direct, and Walmart actually does a good job keeping it stocked where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I with Instacart and DoorDash shopping, that can get a little, unless it's if it's more than 5 items, I'm going to be on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I maybe I'll have to turn Instacart on. I only turned it on in the summer. I was going to say last year, because it got so slow.
Yeah, I'm sure I've been deactivated a long time ago.
I think I've done 50 shops on Instacart.
Really?
Yeah. And I would only take little ones, 4 or 5 items. I don't want to do anything crazy. And the problem is on Instacart, and all these people are seasoned vets on food delivery and shopping. They'll put 3 fucking orders together. I'm bro.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Walmart just started doing 2, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm paranoid I'm going to fuck it up.
Yeah, it'd make my head hurt.
Yeah, you really got to be focused. When I'm doing it by just one order, I can fly through there and think about anything else. But when I'm doing 2, I'm like, okay, where do I put this?
I'd mess that up
big time. So yeah, check it out. Looks like a lot of states it's in. I would say probably 20 of them. So
yeah, pretty cool.
Last story: police investigate Uber ride that took a 14-year-old girl to cross Michigan.
This is a shame. We've this is we've seen a couple stories like this over the last year. So this happened in Michigan, actually. So this guy, he'd just been arrested, had a prior accusation of third-degree statutory rape, criminal sexual conduct from January of 2025. So this guy was messaging this 14-year-old girl, and he's 22 years old, and so they'd been messaging back and forth on one of the social media sites, and he sent an Uber for her to transport her from West Michigan to his home in Metro Detroit, where he kept her inside his basement and allegedly raped her. They say, it's happening more and more. Police are seeing more and more of this. And this was a 2-hour long Uber ride from Barron County to Detroit. I don't know if it was done under an Uber teen account. It doesn't say. One thing it does say in here is, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children website, Uber trained its drivers in 2018 to identify minors, particularly those who could be in danger. However, it remains unclear if any similar training has occurred since 2018. I'm not sure I remember that training.
Maybe
2018. We go through the train, so much different stuff with Uber and stuff, but that's ridiculous if they did it then and they haven't done it since then.
Yeah, I think I'm to the point now where I don't want to ID people, but if I question them and if I'd be like, hey, how old are you? And they even hesitate, I'd be like, no, out. I'm not moving you. Even with the teen account, I'm still a little.
Yeah, if it's a 14-year-old girl and she's going 2 hours away, I'm going to have questions.
Yeah,
I'm going to be asking questions.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe the guy was super excited to get a long ride, even though it was probably shitty pay, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. I don't do any long rides anymore.
No. Steve says, hold on a second. This is fucked up. Hang on a second. My live will end. TikTok makes you do inactivity shit. This is stupid.
Oh yeah.
Which of these objects has a lens? You have to click on it. Oh my God. Stupid.
So yeah, I'll read it. So Steve said 2,776 sexual assaults in the United States on Uber in 2021 and 2022.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Is that counting just assaults where the Uber driver was the assaulter, or is that both ways? Does that count Uber drivers who were assaulted by passengers, or do you know?
Yeah. Who knows?
And yeah, Josh said, I'm questioning the parenting first off. Yeah. You can, but 14-year-old, they're pretty sneaky sometimes.
I don't question the parenting first. I question the Uber. It starts with the Uber driver. You got to just be smart about that. Don't be taking girls, especially, maybe if they were going a mile down to the McDonald's, I'd be like, all right, I don't give a shit.
That's something else, but a 2-hour ride.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, the hell to the no, for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would definitely have questions.
Hopefully, this guy gets prosecuted. And what did you say that he had just gotten out?
No, he had been accused. It says accused. It says criminal record shows a prior accusation of third-degree criminal sexual conduct statutory rape from an incident at the end of January 2025, for which he is still facing charges.
Oh,
so it doesn't say if he's out on bail or
clearly.
It seems like this is definitely a repeat offender.
Well, 1 and 3 are the worst. They're it's 1 through 4. 1 and 3 are the worst, and 2 and 4 are not as bad. So this guy should have been locked up anyways. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And I'll be honest with you, Barry County is. Do you know what the hard living line is?
The hard living line.
Maybe this is what it's just basically where it's you got Grand Rapids, and then when you get to a certain point up top or south or east or west, it's the hard living line. They live hard over there.
Right.
And that could be because they're poor or they do drugs or they're alcoholics or whatever. I feel like Barry County is hard living line. And I'll let you know when you use the hard living line, it moves. It moves all the time. So I think Barry County is a hard living line. Not to say that there's not good parents there, but yeah, so that kind of sucks. But I wouldn't even let my 2 17-year-olds get in an Uber. I know, dude. Like, I wouldn't either. Well, we know the business. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We're engrossed in it. A lot of parents are just kind of like, yeah, Uber's the new thing. Of course it's safe.
Yeah.
Of course
they've been background checked.
Yeah, exactly. They make sure everyone's safe but
yeah, we know how the sausage is made.
well, not only that, but look at anything in the world. Even I mean, I'm throwing myself onto the bus literally, but even school bus drivers, like, we're all background checked and fingerprinted, but like, it doesn't matter. It still could happen. So, but just definitely. Knowing that the support system that Uber has is just shit. They're not, I can't even imagine. So, well, we have another viewer too on TikTok. Thank you for joining. We're actually just getting off. But tonight, if you want to join Patreon, at 8:10 and actually 8 minutes, we'll be going live. I don't know how much gig work we're going to be talking about because we went through all our stories tonight.
We'll figure something out.
Check it out. Go to patreon.com/thegigicon podcast. That way you can get connected with us. And then we'll see everyone else next week at 7 p.m. Eastern. And as always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
Peace out.
Thanks.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.